If you want 60 frames per second, you definitely want to click on 60p. About a month and a half ago, I started working with the Sony a5100 for everything film-wise, for Instagram or for here YouTube, creating vlogs, creating commercials. I decided to pick one up. It was affordable, it was nice, it was size friendly. I personally don't know anything about filming, didn't know anything about cinematography. I'm still very underqualified. Something that did kind of hit me in the ribs continuously was I was filming something and I was using 60 frames per second and I was working on a 24 frames per second timeline. So the 60 frames per second is promised to give me that smooth slow motion footage. But every single time I did and I would import into my project, the video file was importing as 30 frames per second. And that really sucks because it's not that slow motion that I was promised. It's not that 60 frames per second that everyone alludes to. It turns out that it's a Sony thing, problem, error. I'm not really sure how to refer to it, but it's a nomenclature visual error for me. So it says 60i, and then right below it says 60p, and this is referring to the AVCHD setting. The AVCHD setting is supposedly not the best. A guy who's only been filming for like a month and a half, I really have no idea what the difference is. Plus, it kind of kills my battery when I use a higher setting. If you want 60 frames per second, you definitely want to click on 60p. 60i, 60 interlaced from what I read, is really 30 frames per second. If you're frustrated because the Sony a5100 is only exporting in 30 frames per second, no matter how many times you click 60, you're probably clicking 60i and not 60p. If you have that problem, there's your answer. And if you didn't need the answer, well, then you have some good information in your head that someone might be looking for. And if you never meet that person, then just file it with the useless junk that's up there anyways. And that's it for this temple tap. I don't really know what temple tap is for, other than my random thoughts where I don't have to be as formal. Although these lights kind of look nice, except for the whole glare on my glasses. I wish I could have like non-glaring glasses. But maybe that's just something I'm gonna have to get used to. Or you will.